All right, and I think we're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Snodacast. I am your host, BlackShaft56, and I'm, of course, joined by my second in command, Lewis, aka Diamond Assassin.
What's up, everybody?
And that very loud, annoying sound was Gallows, aka Thomas.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah. And, of course, we're also joined by the one, the only, the I'm running out of shit to say, DJ Lionheart, aka Leon.
What's up, everyone?
All right. So
DJ, drop that beat.
So this can't be a normal episode of the podcast without talking about weekly updates. So I gotta go ahead and ask the age-old question of how is everybody's week? We're gonna go ahead and start with Lewis. Lewis, how's your week?
It's been pretty well. Progress has been made on a new job opportunity, and I'm looking forward to working this new job. So hopefully, I have enough money and we can get more production, like I said from last episode that I was on, to the podcast and stuff and other projects. So
Right. Okay. That works.
More projects to come.
Absolutely. Alrighty then. So Gallows, how's your week, buddy?
It's been okay. It's been mostly working. It's been up and down basically. It's been a shitty week and then it's a good week and stuff.
Okay. Well, we hope that the weeks to come are a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And of course, Leon, how was your week, buddy?
It's been all right. Still having trouble looking for work, but I actually literally just walked in the house before we went live from doing some networking. There's an event going on at one of the wineries, so I went down there, talked to the event coordinator there, talked to the owner of the winery. So hopefully some events come through that, which would be really nice.
That would be nice.
Yep.
All right then. So, how'd my week go? Well, the new job's going fine. I'm liking it so far. And one other thing. This is going to be another thing. Is I did this.
Bold,
Very bold.
my eyes.
But yes, I am bald now. It was due to a mishap of unfortunate circumstances when it came to basically going from there. But yes, it was a haircut issue, and I decided to go ahead and shave, try out the bald look, and from what I've been told, I don't look half bad. I just look different. There's a, yeah.
Krill it!
Hey, my forehead ain't that fucking big. Fuck you.
I mean, you're bald now, so the forehead grows.
Hey. This is where my forehead ends.
Here.
This is where my forehead ends. This is where my hairline begins. Or this is where my hairline starts. This is where my forehead ends. You can see it.
You know, the funny thing about this is that people can now use Fivehead
Sure does.
our Twitch chat. Fivehead.
You know for a fact that your forehead ends like
I would much rather take the Stanley Tucci shit. I'm not even gonna lie. Hello.
Hello.
Alrighty then. So we can't have a normal episode of the podcast without talking about Now Showing. So we're gonna go ahead and go into our first topic of the night, which is Now Showing. Now Showing, this week we have John Wick Chapter 4, the long-awaited sequel. And, of course, another sequel that we kind of didn't see coming, but unfortunately I'm not hearing good things, Shazam! Fury of the Gods. So, 100% really want to go see John Wick 4. Like I said earlier, though, I have not heard good things about Shazam! Fury of the Gods. I heard a lot of sequelitis is a common thing I've heard.
Yeah.
And, but John Wick 4, I've been told, is one of the best sequels and one of like the quintessential action films of all time.
That seems about right because it's John Wick. So
exactly, yeah.
Well, I also remember hearing when Shazam first came out that it wasn't getting great reviews.
And I love the first Shazam. The first Shazam.
I just watched it maybe a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago, and it wasn't that bad. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good story.
I feel like this time it was trying to be funny, like trying to be funny.
The first one was naturally funny in my opinion, but I think this one probably is trying too hard to be funny. Not to say that this movie is absolute dog water,
Go watch it if you haven't watched it. Form your own opinion. But this is just
Yeah, this is just our opinion. So
like I haven't seen it. I don't know about you guys, but I
haven't watched it yet.
I'm just based off of what I've heard, word of mouth.
Same here. Yeah.
So I'll eventually watch it, just because I did enjoy the first Shazam. I'll eventually watch it.
Yeah, the first Shazam was really good.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll wait till I get to HBO Max and
exactly. That's kind of what I'm thinking, and then I'll eventually tell my own thought process. But yeah, I think we're doing okay. You're seeing Shazam tomorrow. All right, sounds good.
Awesome.
All right. So, biggest thing that I think we're going to go ahead and talk about is John Wick 4 for sure, because we kind of already talked about Shazam. John Wick 4, I've been hearing nothing but good things. Like, I've been hearing you do not feel the runtime. Alexander Skarsgård is one of the he's a great villain. The action is fantastic. And it's not just gunplay, it's a lot of like other shit, all that fun stuff, right? So that is
nothing wrong with a good action movie. So
John Wick 4 in itself is a good movie, because everybody loves John Wick 1 through 3. Of course, 4 is going to be a great movie. It's also a great movie. The fact of it, now we see him trying to get himself set free from the table itself and the life of being an assassin now.
Exactly. Yeah.
So basically, we just go right back to the beginning. He's just trying to free himself basically from that life he left in the first place. And we have to give to we also have to give what's it called, to the clerk guy, dude.
I also forgot to mention I am going to be going to see Dungeons and Dragons early tomorrow.
Lucky son of a bitch.
Ha!
You're gonna buy the dice bucket, the D20 popcorn bucket
that one?
I guess so. I saw
might be Cinemark. Cinemark's been doing a lot of like collectible buckets and stuff.
Yeah,
and that's
usually Cinemark. AMC will do it every now and then, but not for movies like that. And even then, I don't think they'll have the bucket until the movie actually comes closer to coming out.
Okay, yeah, because I was seeing that promotion. I was like, I want that fucking bucket.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I would want it, but also not want it at the same time.
I have some Star Wars memorabilia when the episode 1 came out, the AM/PM cups, and then I got the Star Wars for Force Awakens bucket.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then my mom found at a garage sale like 6 months ago a one of those like full character ads for sodas. It's a Dr. Pepper and it's Jar Jar Binks.
Oh man, I would burn that with fire.
He's a Jar Jar Binks.
He's a Jar Jar Binks.
Anyways, who was the actor who passed away like yesterday?
Lance Reddick. Lance Reddick, unfortunately, who is known for a lot of things, but primarily in line with John Wick Chapter 4. Unfortunately, the concierge has passed away. He passed away this Friday. This will be, I believe, his last official role as we know. Other than we don't know if they have already filmed Percy Jackson. That's the thing. We don't know if they've already filmed it. So
I think they're. I believe they mentioned that they're in post production like a couple weeks ago. I want to say.
Okay, so if they're in post production, then it depends on whether or not they're gonna go ahead and recast him then, or maybe reshoot all of his stuff with a different actor.
Yeah. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw something about them being in post production.
Okay. Then maybe that is always a possibility for sure. I'm just going off the base of what I've known. I still would love to see if he did do the original role. Great. If not, it's kind of one of those things. It's like, okay, that's fine. But I would love to see it just ahead of time. That kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
All right. So if you guys are ready, we're going to go ahead and go from both the wrath of John Wick, who we could argue is a god, And the gods themselves. We're gonna go ahead and go into different types of gods. Of God damn it, why is this show so fucking good? We're gonna go ahead and talk about the Last of Us season finale of spoiler free, of course. And oh, joy, that's fun. Okay. Hey, Gallows, we got the same problem again. Again,
hold on.
folks, we're professional. Alrighty then.
I can't wait to watch all the podcasts now.
I
That way
swear,
the show.
I swear, every time Gallows leaves, my connection's better.
Yeah. It's almost as if
Sorry,
we
Gallows. I
not
love
have
you,
you
brother,
guys.
You're banned.
Yeah, you ban. No. We're not gonna ban Gallows. But
we
anyway,
love you like family, but
until you can get a laptop and a decent
But,
Wi-Fi connection, nah. But anyways, so on to that, even though this is the shortest episode of the entire series, which one could argue is kind of a misstep. I don't know. Honestly, from where they left off in the last episode, there's not much else they could have done. In fact, I think they added on to this episode just so they could reach a 43-minute.
I'd say it wasn't too. I thought it was like 45 minutes or something like that. If I remember,
It's 43
correctly.
minutes, but it goes by super quick too.
One scene
Yeah,
that I feel like
that's what I
they
thought.
rushed Joel's scene in particular, which I heard.
I
too.
agree. However, they could have also milked the fuck out of it, and it's one of those things. It's like, okay, well, no, it just shows how far he will go for what he's aiming for. So it's just one of those things. I don't hate how they did it. I don't mind it. There was perfect build up for it.
It wasn't bad, but it could have been handled a little bit more better.
I don't disagree. I do
it
like
just feels just a little
Joel
bit sped up to
with
me.
one of his scars. Yeah, no, I agree. I do like what we find out about one of his scars, the backstory behind that. That was
I
very
thought that was
interesting.
cool.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I like how obviously we saw Joel's voice actor in the Cannibal episode.
Yeah.
In the last
We'll be on.
We're on the Last of Us.
I'm not gonna say where and when, but we see Ellie's
voice actor.
Yes.
And
True.
I thought that
love
was cool.
That was done incredibly well.
I like that. And also,
I think
I thought she did a really great job being a voice actor.
it's
I
hard
thought
to
she did a
tell.
lovely fucking job.
It's hard to tell where she is, but also Laura Bailey is also in there.
Yeah, from Critical
She's
Role.
in the she's also in the last episode. And
so here's my theory. You wanna know who she is? You wanna know who she is based off my theory? She's one of the nurses. That's my theory. And that's when they place her as the nurse instead of coming in at the last minute to try to see what the fuck happened.
So I will tell you this, Gallows, we are doing spoiler 3 thoughts on the finale, just FYI.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I know it's just a theory.
I wasn't saying where these people are.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, to me, it's just a theory. Yeah.
I like how they were doing that, and I hope they do that when they go into season 2 because Laura Bailey plays the main villain in Last of Us Part 2.
We'll see if you got casted or not. So.
They have a cast idea, but we don't know.
Yeah, they have someone already. I'm just saying having her like what they did with Ellie and Joel.
Mm-hmm.
I was being invited to something.
Yeah. I thought the episode was great. It did feel like it went by really fast.
Oh, 100%. I agree with you on that. It did feel like it was going by super fast.
It literally felt like maybe 10 minutes went by.
Oh,
Then the show was over.
Yeah, it felt like it was just like some people felt like it was a little bit rushed. I think they just kind of everything was kind of like sped up a little bit. I feel like for this last episode, especially with not just the promotion, but it's the last episode of this season, so it should have at least been at least a little bit longer and a little bit more methodical on certain things. Not all of it, but it should have been paced a little bit more slower. So that way you could have digested it a little bit more too.
I don't disagree with that. However, I will say this. there's only so much you can do with where they left off on the last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, and even then, like I said, I think they added a lot of stuff for before and after the opening credit sequence. So there's that. Well, I just don't know how necessarily we can go into too much detail without spoilers. Other than I do love this episode. This episode's probably, I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I would definitely say it's a good way to wrap up this show. It ends right where the game ends. Love that.
Yeah.
We got a lot of beats for it, and I would argue still a great show. Not perfect, but definitely one of the better video game adaptations for quite a while. Hands down, some great performances. So yeah, there's
I'm
that.
kind of hoping they do other. I don't know what other games they could do, but I would kind of like to see a couple more like TV series coming out of popular video games.
I wouldn't mind an Uncharted video games or an Uncharted TV series.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I think
to redeem
that'd
it.
be good. I don't know. I know quite a few people who liked Tom Holland's Uncharted, but yeah, I know still got some not great reviews.
If they use some of the similar cast, not all of them, but at least Tom Holland and a few others, I think, and the writing is a little bit more, I guess, thought out, and actually somewhat is close to the game, I think it'd be 100 like a fantastic show.
Oh no, agree 100%. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and go from zombies to mutants, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem trailer that we got. Holy shit! I did not expect it to look this good.
Oh no, I was waiting for this trailer when it come out because
man.
I knew he was gonna do very well. I knew.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is like even then, the art style is so heavily into the Spider-Verse that honestly, I love that. And if he doesn't, if he leaves one more time, if you leave one more time, I'm gonna kick you the fuck out.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was busy getting home. My bad. Damn.
No, you left like 3 times in 1 second. Anyways, so yeah, with this trailer, I definitely feel I love the Into the Spider-Verse vibes for this. I love the cast that we're getting for this, which
I think the voices for each
I love
turtle.
the fact that they actually sound like fucking teenagers.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay, yeah, that's great. I love that.
I think they did a well balance with the cast because it doesn't feel like it's too overbearing of like it's like too young of a voice, but also not too old of a voice. So
the thing is they actually casted real teenagers to play these characters,
which was good on them.
That was a great idea.
Dude, Jackie Chan as Splinter? What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh wow, you for reals? That's a great fucking choice.
What else is weird is you have John Cena and Seth Rogen playing Bebop and Rocksteady.
That's an awesome fucking choice. The fuck?
Yeah,
that's a great choice.
But Seth Rogen is voicing Bebop. I can see that. That's fine.
Yeah,
I really can.
I personally think, honestly, a good voice for Bebop, it would have been slightly distracting, but I think like somebody like Chris Rock or
Chris Rock would be funny.
Chris Rock would be hilarious as Bebop. However, if you want to go for that like baritone voice, I think whoever the guy is that played Coach in Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah,
I feel like he would be perfect. I would love that voice.
I think what's his name?
Ice
he played in.
What the heck?
Yeah, he's playing Superfly, which is kind of interesting. Like the fact
Paul
that
Rudd.
and Paul Rudd, yeah, it's insane, man.
That's
nuts.
crazy casting. And
yeah,
I love it.
It's perfectly called Mutant Mayhem, which I love.
So who's playing Shredder though?
We don't have anybody playing Shredder. I don't think Shredder's showing up in this one.
I don't. I think it's gonna. I think it was like an alternate like universe. I think maybe.
Well, each and every adaptation of TMNT is its own universe.
Yeah.
So this is definitely going to be its own universe. However, if you have Bebop and Rocksteady, I don't think you can't do Bebop. You cannot do Bebop and Rocksteady without Shredder because Shredder's the whole reason why Bebop and Rocksteady even exist.
Yeah.
You know,
maybe they're
because it's a different universe, right?
Well,
You guys said this is
yeah.
a different universe, right?
But Baxter Stockman's showing up in this show too. In this movie, Giancarlo Esposito is playing this fucking. He's playing Nerd Baxter, or he's playing Baxter Stockman.
If Baxter's there, then I'm assuming we're gonna have like obviously
You gotta have
Shredder and Crane.
Shredder. Yeah,
Of
exactly.
course.
So I love the fact that they got fucking Gus Fring. I love that they got Gus Fring of all people to play Baxter Stockman. That's great. I love that. Um, yeah, John Cena as Rocksteady is not a bad choice because I mean, like, look at the live action movie. You had Sheamus play Rocksteady, so fair enough. Whatever.
Well,
But yeah,
to be honest with me, if you're gonna go with Rocksteady with the Irish voice, I think they should just kept Sheamus
Sheamus?
as the
It would have been
Sheamus
confusing.
as the animation
Yeah,
voice
but
of
honestly,
him.
John Cena as Rocksteady is not a bad idea.
No, he's
I,
not.
honestly, I feel like he has the comedic ability to bring it on, especially if he's working with Seth Rogen. But I don't know if those are just going to be cameos or not. There's been a lot of controversy about April O'Neil's design. I personally don't care.
Mm,
April O'Neil's had like several different designs throughout the entire.
I mean,
run
people
of every
didn't.
comic.
People were kind of iffy about the Nickelodeon one version that they came out with. I think every different adaptation is different. I mean, if you look back at like what's it called, Fast Forward, Ninja Turtles Fast Forward. I mean,
Oh,
they
yeah.
didn't have,
yeah, the one where
they
they go into
didn't.
the future. Yeah,
Yeah, they don't even have her. Like, I think they have her in a future episode on there, but like they have her son. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's,
So who's
there's always
playing?
gonna be
Who's
something.
playing her though?
Oh, what's up?
Who's playing her as a character? Voice actor.
I forget
What?
the voice actor's name.
I have the list right here. Give me just a second.
Yeah.
Also, hello.
Well, I think all this. I think the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with all the voice actors that we have in this movie right now is going to be a really great animated version of this
So an
universe.
An unknown actress, then. But yes,
Basically.
I agree with you.
I don't. Well, I also horrible.
May have butchered her name.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I probably did butcher her name, and I apologize for that.
But no, I think this movie is going to be good. And there's a theory going around since they casted actual teenagers to play the turtles, that they may try to do a trilogy where the turtles.
If they made more, they can milk the shit out of it.
Yeah, well, no, and it's also like they can grow up with the turtles.
Oh, that would be great! I think that would be awesome.
I mean, it's like why each turtle is the way that they are, like leading up to them being a lot older.
Leading up to Ronin.
And I mean, I would love it. I would love it if it led up to Last Ronin. However, I don't see them doing that. But
I feel like that would be a separate thing.
Animation style. I would love it if Seth Rogen's Point Grey. I believe his studio is Point Grey. His studio. I would love it if his studio made did a Last Ronin animated movie. I would kill for that. That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah.
You would know about the Last Ronin. I can never watching those clips that people keep on showing on TikTok and on YouTube and stuff. Yeah. I can never tell which one it is. Is it Mikey, Donald?
That's supposed to be in the first run.
It's supposed to be Mikey.
Issue. It is Mikey.
Yeah, is it?
In the first issue, it's supposed to be anonymous or anonymous. You find out at the end that it is Michelangelo. So,
which I think that's like,
yeah,
that's the greatest hoodwink ever. Like,
yeah.
Well,
I don't know how. I still don't know how I feel about it. It's the most
obvious choice, though. It's like
it really is
least likely to be the most serious character out of all four of the turtles. Mikey,
yeah.
Well, so here's the other thing. The most talented ninja of the whole thing, out of the whole group, is Mikey. Even their father says it's Mikey too.
Mm-hmm.
He learned how to use.
Yeah, Mikey has like Spencer said in one of the episodes of the many of the TMNT series that are out. He said that Mikey is the only one with like a lot of untapped potential.
Yeah.
So him being the last run, when a lot of it, to be honest, it hinted more towards wrath than anyone else.
Well, yeah, because he's gruff and he's cranky, you know. And it makes sense.
Exactly.
But when you find out what he went through, it makes total sense. Like he thought everybody he knew and loved is dead.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it happened, and that's one of those things. It's like, and if you wish to be technical, aside from April, another spoiler. Aside from April, yeah, majority of his family was dead. They were
That's
killed.
true.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things. Is like, well, damn, that's that would. I mean, I don't care how much of a jokester you are, that would hurt you. That would
That
change.
that
Yeah.
would devastate you. I think
Exactly.
with the way Mikey has always been betrayed and how Mikey always is, he'd be destroyed,
And
and
he is.
he would go stone face.
Yeah, absolutely. And he is. And that's what I love about it is he is so stone faced. I mean, yeah, like you see bits and pieces of him in there, but you can definitely tell this is not the same person or same
Yeah.
turtle. And
100%.
what I also love is because it takes place so far into the timeline that his mutation has progressed. So he's actually got harder. He's got a harder
Shell.
shell. And he's got a harder, and it's like that's a great allegory for his personality.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, he fucking and actually they've continued on from the last Ronin. It's called the Lost Years, and there's a new group of turtles. It's 2 girls and 2 boys,
Oh, that's awesome.
and they're all different types of turtles too. One is a snapping turtle.
Oh,
I
really?
would
Oh,
love to see
wow.
that in an
Oh, damn.
animated cartoon. Like,
So,
Oh, yeah.
so here's a
Wholehearted.
here's a controversy topic for this topic.
What's up?
Them giving us the female turtles that they got in, like, I think the second or third movie of the live action versions. You know what I'm saying?
There's
I know-
only been
Female turtles. Yeah.
There's only
there's
been
only
2.
been
I
one in the
know.
comics. There's one in the comics, and then there's one in the TV series that they tried to do live action, which was
They had a crossover with the Power Rangers.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And actually, she did eventually show up in the comics, and what ends up
Mhm.
happening to her is fucking nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
It-
Why, bro? It's not the first. It's not the first female superhero
tell-
that's gone through some bullshit like that.
You can tell the fucking comic creators hated this character with how they fuck her over. Like,
So they
Oh my
basically did a fucking
God.
Jason Todd,
she
basically.
is tortured,
Oh damn.
but she's never killed. She's just tortured and changes sides because they basically manipulate her. It's it's bad. Like how Nebula kind of was tortured by Thanos. It thinks something
Yeah.
along those lines.
Oh, that's
Oh
fuck
yeah.
up.
And
That
imagine
is
a confrontation
super
between
fucked
her
up.
and the turtles.
Oh my god. Yeah, that'd be heartbreaking. But yeah,
But yeah, I'd like to see the what you were talking about.
Last Ronin. Yeah.
When they brought in the 4 new turtles, that would be an interesting, like a continuation series.
Oh yeah, I agree.
TV show.
wholeheartedly.
Maybe have maybe the turtles split up and whatnot after Splinter say Splinter passed away, and after a while just things kind of went apart, so they all 4 turtles went separate ways.
I
And
think one
then
of the
bring
TV
in
shows did that.
and have one of them mentor these other turtles.
Well, the
think
problem
that'd be
is
interesting.
these 4 new turtles they're being trained by April O'Neil's daughter and April O'Neil.
Oh, interesting.
So it like, have you read the entirety of the Last Ronin comic?
I have not fully.
Okay,
Doesn't he go
you need to
pacifist?
do that because it's what catches you up to that. So
Doesn't Mikey become a pacifist for a while because of it?
no,
Be the last Ronin?
no, he goes out killing a dude. But
Oh shit! Okay.
no. He's not a pacifist. No. He is very heavily. He's on the very big mindset of, I will kill this fucker who killed my family. That is what he's.
I
So,
think the best way to describe it is Raph's attitude meets fucking
Stone
Ronin
Cold Revenge.
from the Marvel series. His attitude just go kill people.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the whole point of a Ronin. A Ronin is supposed to be just a lost samurai who's
Yep.
on a path for vengeance. That's literally that's the reason why they're called Ronins. So it's a person who's lost and seeking nothing but seeking nothing but
Vengeance.
vengeance. Yeah, they're actually kind of seen as a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because they're unpredictable. They
Like
don't you
outlaws,
don't
basically.
yeah, essentially, yeah. They're heavily unpredictable, but
Yeah, a lot
um,
of them are considered more like a sword for hire.
but back onto this trailer, I think it looks perfect. I love the
Oh, yeah.
design that they still look unique enough, but
Mhm.
yet you also have that whole thing of like they look unique enough, and they also look so heavily in line with the original animated series.
Yeah,
And I can already tell there's a new line coming out as soon as this movie comes out.
Oh,
A line of
yeah,
fucking toys.
100%. I mean, that's the whole point of the cartoon as well.
Mhm.
Is I mean, yeah, it was based off the comics, but they made it super kid friendly, so they.
I like that. I like how they kept Donatello's glasses from the last TV
Yeah,
series,
and I
and
like
they
the
brought
fact
it
he
into the
has
movie. I thought that was
braces.
cool.
I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought that was
yeah.
interesting.
I thought
I
someone
mean,
was like,
of course,
yeah,
Donatello be the
yeah,
most.
That's what it
yeah,
sounded like because of
yeah,
fucking
yeah. That's what it sounded like. Yeah, yes.
yeah,
Anyway,
Dallas is
while we
thinking that
pray
though.
for this movie's success, let's go ahead
Oh
and go to
yes.
a different type of praying. Let us say 5 Hail Marys and 4 My Fathers for the Pope's Exorcist. This is a new Russell Crowe movie.
What a fucking transition
Great
right there.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. I like it.
I'm trying to get these like more comedic translate. But anyway, so on to the Pope's Exorcist. So this is apparently what the Exorcist book is based off of. I knew that immediately whenever I saw how the boy looked and everything and a lot of the stuff that happened. So this is actually based off of the actual case that
The
inspired
Exorcist.
The Exorcist.
Mm.
And I feel like that's an interesting take for sure.
So it's gonna be like the origin story, basically. Like
No. It's based off the actual case that
No, that's what I'm
inspired
saying.
it.
Like instead
the
of
It's
like
guy-
not an origin story.
Okay.
It's the actual case file that inspired.
Yeah.
okay.
So there is that.
And the Exorcist who did the exorcism too.
Yes. So there is that, and which makes me think that this has to take place in the 70s. There's no way it doesn't, or at the very least the 60s, because that's when the original case happened.
Mhm.
Unless they're going to modernize it, which I don't care either
I don't
way,
think they're gonna
honestly.
modernize it, and even
It
if they
didn't
do,
look
it's
like
not
it
gonna be that
was.
much.
At least during that
It didn't look like it either, but I mean, I'm not seeing a lot of cars or anything, so I don't know.
I mean,
yeah.
Russell Crowe looks like he's going to be doing a great job with this movie. I like that he is playing this kind of character, and I'm gonna lower Gallus's mic because Jesus. Headphones are starting to do a little audio shit. But anyways, it's not that it's repeating;
It's like popping.
with the
It's like
wire.
you're.
Yeah, it's popping.
My bad.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
all
well,
good.
I'm on the headphones too. So
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's your headphones wire that's like it's fucked up.
It's
Yeah.
time. It's time for a new headphones.
what was I gonna say?
Give it about a
about this?
week. Give it about a week. I will have him with new earbuds and new
Yeah.
headsets. So
Okay.
we're good on
What
that.
was I gonna say about this movie? So, my thing is though, because you remember how in the Exorcist movie, they're like, oh, there was stuff going on in the production of the movie and stuff like that.
It
Well,
always
I
happens.
just
That's
It always-
just a great
same
tall
thing's gonna
tale.
happen.
It
Was
always
a handful of
happens.
accidents that happened on
Yeah.
set, but it was a
Yeah.
great tall tale. It's like, oh, they're making one of the scariest movies that's ever existed, and there's a lot of problems on the set. It's like, okay, it's literally like any production of Macbeth that has had a theatrical production. There's apparently been issues because it's cursed.
Yeah.
But okay,
It's a great tale. I don't think it's real. I really don't.
I think some of the stuff real, not all of it.
Some of it's real, not
Yeah.
all of it though.
Some of
But
it
I
is
think
like
it's also-
legit, and then some of it I feel like
I'm saying like the cursed end of it, like they were haunted
Oh.
or whatever. I'm talking about that. I think that's all. That's all somebody going out of their way to make it seem like, oh yeah, this is great. It's kind of like it's the same thing with the Tobey Maguire
Paranormal.
in the first Spider-Man movie. Whenever he catches all that shit, and apparently it took like 127 takes or something.
Mhm.
Or however many takes. That's bullshit. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been. I don't care how professional of an actor of you are. If you had to take that many, if you had to do that many takes, no, you're not. You're literally. They're gonna have to cut away to like making her do a reaction, then her go, "Wow," instead of her just going, because it literally would have been like, like that scene in Rick and Morty where it's where they're screaming in the car. It's that. It would have been that.
Maybe what happened was they did all those takes, but they cut it all down to make it look like it took that many tries.
I don't know. It didn't look gut. That's the problem. But that's just me. Anyways, I think it's all just all that. But back onto this trailer. This trailer looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm definitely interested in this movie now because I remember whenever it was being announced and everything, I was like, Russell Crowe's kind of been doing hit and miss now. Mostly hit or mostly miss, not any hits.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
This isn't Russell Crowe's first time playing in a Christian
Playing as a
Oh no, this is a
priest.
straight up
Religious
fucking
movie.
horror movie, man.
Yeah, this is a
look,
horror
Straight
movie.
up horror movie. There is no religion aside from Catholicism, and that's only because it's what it's based off of.
Because it's just a
That's true.
priest.
Ooh.
That's all it is.
Anyways, but yeah, they picked a really good actor for
I
this.
think The
I
Exorcist
he's
is
really
the most Christian
serious.
movie, or is the most Catholic movies of all time because it has
Sure.
Catholicism. No, I guarantee you try to show The Exorcist in a fucking church, you will be thrown out and exiled.
You're scared.
We don't really do exiles. It's more like you're not allowed
That's a
back
bunch
at
of
this
bullshit.
church.
That's a bunch of bullshit. Even I know Catholics do exiles. They've always done exiles.
Excommunicated. Basically, you're just banned.
Yeah,
It-
Catholics do
it's gonna
that.
be a less extreme version of excommunicado from fucking John Wick. Instead of them trying to kill you, it's every time they see you, they're gonna just look at you in shame.
Yeah, just point and shame.
Yeah, just
I don't know.
point and ring a bell and just start going shame.
they picked a really good actor for this. He has played a lot of serious roles, but I think this.
Well, yeah, and here's the thing: I'm not denying his acting ability. I never deny his acting. He's a good actor. It's just one of those things. It's like he's not picking good roles lately. He's been hit and miss. Mostly miss.
He's older, you know.
Well, yeah, and he doesn't give two shits anymore.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, okay, whatever, do what you gotta do.
It's like when you've done it all. There's at this point, you just take projects that you'll enjoy before you're done. Essentially,
Basically.
Yeah. So I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Also, you can tell he's doing another accent, which is fine. It makes me giggle regardless whenever he does.
I don't know. I don't understand why he does accents, man. I've never been good.
It's trying to say he's more of a versatile actor than he actually is. And honestly, here's the thing: he can do decent accents. When he did his Greek
accents.
when he did his Greek accent in fucking Thor: Love and Thunder, this accent actually sounds very similar. So it's like, okay, are you just still doing the Greek accent? Because Greek and Italian, while granted are very similar in tone, they're completely different. I'm glad he's not doing like a super over the top Italian accent. I'm glad, glad he's not saying, I'm glad he's not saying every line like it is. I'm glad he's not doing it.
Imagine
in the Thor: Love and
Oh,
Thunder, this
yeah.
would have sound like full blown Italian instead of full blown Greek, like it's supposed to be.
Love and
Greece is
Thunder
not
would
that
get
far.
canceled in a
Yeah.
flash.
Hey, Greece is not that far from Italy.
That is true. That is very true.
So there you go. But yeah, no, this movie looks like it looks like it's fun. Even if it's a bad movie, it looks like it still have some creative stuff that, I mean, granted, we've all seen before, but I hope they add certain twists to this just based off of a lot of other stuff. And I don't know.
Right.
It seems like it's trying way too hard to be The Exorcist. Even the title looks like The Exorcist. They just added the Pope on top of it. So I'm like, okay. So I that's where I was like, okay, I see your main inspiration because I love The Exorcist. Not my favorite movie. I'm not gonna always watch it. It's just one of those. Is like, no, I want to be. I'm in the mood to watch some dreary shit. I'm watching the fucking Exorcist. Or if I really want to be in a bad mood, I will watch The Exorcist 3 because that is that's a downer. But that movie's fun. I here's the thing. Everybody's like, "Oh, the Exorcist sequels suck." I'm like, no. Exorcist 3 is severely underrated. It is one of the best Exorcist movies out of minus the original, obviously. Exorcist 2, absolute dog ass. Don't like it. I get Pazuzu is a real villain or is a real demon. That's a stupid fucking name. I hate the name.
Pazuzu?
Yeah.
Pazuzu?
Pazuzu is a real demon that's from the Ouija board.
Yeah, in the second movie, you find out the name of the demon that possessed Reagan, and his name is Pazuzu. That's who the fucking. That is literally the name of the demon whose face you keep seeing throughout the entire movie and is causing Reagan to do all this terrible shit. And it's like, wow, that's actually haunting that something could control this little girl like this. And it's like, but his name is Pazuzu. And every time now that I see that, I kind of giggle. I'm not gonna lie, I giggle.
It's
You should really watch.
imagine
You should
instead
really
of
watch what
Pazuzu,
you
just the
Google.
Yeah,
only
like,
other
what is your
actual-
name, demon? Pazuzu.
Babadook.
Babadook actually
only-
sounds kind of cool, but no, it's like,
Yeah.
what is your name, demon? Pazuzu. I'm sorry, what? Pazuzu. No, there's no fucking way. It's got to be like Beelzebub Dick or some shit.
I think
Imagine-
that's why
imagine
it probably
Al
goes
and shit.
by.
Oh my
I think that's probably why the demon goes by Zuzu, but even then it's still bad. But
It is. It's still.
Zuzu
It's
just
sucky.
reminds me of
Like,
fucking
God.
Zoo Pals.
Oh my god!
Sounds like fucking Zoo Pals right there.
It sounds like it's like no. All right, this time on Paw Patrol, there's a new animal to join. His name is Zuzu.
Zuzu.
And
The main villain of Paw Patrol is Zuzu.
I mean, if you're gonna go by like 4 Exorcist movies from like good to
dude, if we all end up down under that demon's gonna fucking beat the shit out of us. 'Cause it's
Oh my god!
Oh god.
But yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we've done our prayers. We've made our fun. We're actually gonna go into something a little somber, but also some good news. Leon, go ahead and take it away with
All right.
Legend of the White Dragon, as well as other Power.
Yes.
Give me
All
more.
right. So it has been official that we're gonna get a theatrical release for Legend of the
Fantastic.
White Dragon.
It was in the planning, so I mean,
Yeah, it
I'm
was in the plan,
impressed.
but they were unsure of how they were going to be able to do it. But they've pushed through, and they're trying to get a fall release around September 4th. The reason why they want to do it on either on that day or close to that date is because that would have been Jason David Frank's 50th birthday.
yep,
And it's also coming up on 50 years of Power Rangers, right?
yep.
It's coming up
And-
on 30 years of Power Rangers.
30 years, right?
Yeah. We will be having the 30th anniversary special Power Rangers Once and Always.
And people are nervous because he didn't want to be a part of it, and most likely Saban put him in it without his permission.
Yeah, a lot of people are not happy about that because he specifically wanted, when he retired, he wanted basically have the Tommy Oliver character hang up his suit and whatnot. But I don't know, they could be going different ways with that. There's no really been any firm confirmation that I could find about Once
Or
and
they're
Always
just probably not
having-
going to say it.
I mean,
like, yeah, we could speculate that it is Tommy Oliver. We could also speculate that it's his son JJ from the comics, and also JJ has been confirmed to be part of the Power Rangers timeline because of the last anniversary special we had, which was Dimensions in Danger, if I remember the name correctly.
I think so.
And it would make some sense too, because also in that, according to the comics, that Catherine and Tommy got married later on.
Yep.
After they retired from being Rangers.
Seems about
so
right.
That could work. We also got our first look at Robo Rita, and a lot of people are theorizing that the Machine Empire has to be some part of it because Rita Repulsa is
a robot.
Now a robot. So they're thinking,
when did they make her
Machine Empire
robot?
That's what we're not sure of, because a lot of people are theorizing that the Machine Empire had to deal with it.
Someone from them is still alive. I guarantee that.
Only I asked because last time I've seen Power Rangers, she wasn't a robot. She was still her regular self.
No, she was a human, but then after Power Rangers in Space, the final season or the final episode, Zordon sacrificed himself,
To basically murder her.
and what it's called the Z wave wiped out all the villains.
Yep.
And
The most saddest scene of all Power Rangers.
Even the guy who looks like even the guy that looks like a liquor, he died too.
Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa were turned good humans, which is interesting. What they're doing with Once and Always, actually is gonna correlate to some stuff that's gonna happen in the next season, 30th anniversary season, Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, because they're when we last saw this team, they're actually going out into space looking for Lord Zed because he's causing some shit this time.
So you tell me. So you tell me they
Yep.
didn't end this. They didn't end the TV series. There's still more to.
There was a different. So yes and no. Like these TV shows that have been coming out, they're different alternate universes and different generations of Power Rangers. So they have crossover episodes. They have imagine the worst timeline slash going back and through time and space.
Well,
and
there's
all
only
stuff.
there's only confirmed 3 different dimensions when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to the Power Rangers universe. There's the main timeline, which only excludes 3 or 4 seasons of Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
But what Rangers?
But
different Rangers.
RPM I know is one of them because they're in a post-apocalyptic.
Yep.
Dino Charge, because how they ended their season was
Yep.
the dinosaurs are still alive in their timeline, so there's that. And what's also interesting, going back to Cosmic Fury, or not Cosmic, the Once and Always, the synopsis was released about a week and a half ago, and a lot of people are really interested, and it's taking a really dark tone, which Power Rangers does not do whatsoever.
But
No.
they should though.
No.
If they do, it's only for like an episode, and it's made all better at the end.
Yeah.
They're with this one, they're doing a more of adult tone. Like I'll read the synopsis. Tragedy strikes, an unlikely young hero takes her rightful place among the Power Rangers to get revenge on the team's oldest arch nemesis, meaning Rita. So what I'm thinking is, because the young hero is supposed to be Trini's daughter, who her actors passed away in 2001.
Yep, in a
Right.
car accident, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I'm thinking, and I wonder if this is how they're gonna sell it, is Rita Repulsa is the reason why Trini dies.
Holy shit!
I mean,
Holy
if she died,
shit!
if she died in real life, they wouldn't. If she died in real life, they're gonna have to kill her off.
Yeah.
Steve.
I think
The
that's
TV
why
show
they,
is too
for
bad
the
they
synopsis,
been-
I think that's why they put to get revenge, and it's a young hero. She's the only new person that's confirmed to be a Power Ranger in this series, and not only that, can be confirmed to be the Yellow Ranger, which Trini was the Yellow Ranger when she was alive.
Yep.
So I'm interested. I can't wait to see it. Every time I see some stuff about it, I'm like, I watch it and I get more excited about it. It's going to be a great episode. And
It's gonna be
as anniversary episodes go, this is going to be the longest in any of them.
Let's
It's
hope
supposed to be
they do not drop the ball.
It's supposed to be like an hour long.
Oh damn! Really?
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. They better have good explanations for everything. Is all I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say.
I
Hopefully
mean,
they
they
don't
probably
half-ass
won't, more than likely, because you know how like TV shows go. They sit here, supposed to give you an explanation for one thing, but then they decide to go, hey,
Well, they're
we're
probably
gonna surprise you, give you
because
explanation
of how
for
it's
another.
being written and everything's confirmed that it's supposed to correspond to some stuff for Cosmic Fury.
Mhm.
And whew, the stuff I'm reading about that, it's getting crazy. We're actually having a couple characters come back from previous seasons.
Not surprised.
the second main villain from Power Rangers Dino Charge
Yep.
is now joining the team as his own ranger,
That's awesome.
which they couldn't use before when they were doing Dino Charge because he was called like the Death Ranger or something like that. I don't remember what the translation was. So they canceled him out, but he was also only in a movie for that. We don't get really the Power Ranger films from Super Sentai.
There's so many different Death Rangers. The Green
Yeah.
Ranger has been the Death Ranger.
But
There has been the Death Ranger.
it's also confirmed we're getting an Orange Ranger this season.
What the?
The first orange.
That's been a while.
All we know that it's a female ranger.
That's a first. That's
and
good.
a lot of people are thinking that it's the Green Ranger's girlfriend
Oh wow.
from Dino Fury,
Okay.
Oh, shit.
which is also our first representation for Power Rangers for the LTBQ series.
But next we need a Purple Ranger, a Blue Ranger, and then we have the whole flag.
We already have. We have had a Purple Ranger.
Oh
Yep.
shit. I did
Yeah,
not
that
know
was
Yeah.
a long time ago.
And
And
the
it
first
called?
appearance was Jungle
Jungle
Fury.
Fury. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Cyan as well, and a few other colors.
There's a
All
lot
right.
of. We almost got pretty much every color, but I'm excited to see it. We should be getting. Once and Always comes out next month on the 19th on
So
Netflix.
jot that down on your calendars. If you're a Power
Right.
Ranger Sentai fan.
Hopefully we'll get more news and hopefully a new trailer about Legend of the White Dragon, which hopefully comes out on September 4th for Jason David Frank's birthday.
And I'm assuming it's
Which
going to be
would-
limited in theaters too, right?
Yes, it's selected theaters.
No.
As far as I know right now, there's no list of theaters.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then hopefully sometime after that, we will start getting Cosmic Fury because
Yeah.
that usually starts in the fall.
Good.
All right. So did I ever mention that Mystic Force is one of my favorite Power Ranger shows because
That-
that kind of goes into a lot of things. We're gonna go from Power Rangers to dragons here.
Yeah.
All
Which
right.
one- honestly, Christian, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's
Yeah.
one of my favorite ones too. Even though a lot of people give it shit for its
Oh,
writing
yeah.
and story, but it's the
Spyro.
most underrated thing.
Oh yeah. You're talking about Mystic Force. Yeah. No, I love
Mystic
Mystic.
Force was definitely the top, like one of the few that were not well received.
I think
Yep.
PD was actually the
SPD was really good. All right, so on to our next topic. Our next topic is we're finally getting another Spyro game that isn't Skylanders. Holy shit!
Yeah.
I'm super fucking pumped now.
I mean, the last like official like
Spyro game came out in
game
05.
was the remaster. So
No,
well, yeah,
no,
the remaster.
we're not counting the remaster because that's just
That's just a
remake
reskin at
of
the-
1,
yeah.
2, and 3. No, this is
still,
the last time we saw Spyro was back in 2005.
yes, in Skylanders, I know, but still,
No, we're not counting Skylanders. We don't count Skylanders because that's
Don't
just
count
a whole
Skylanders. Skylanders
like a legit Spyro title.
I remember him during the GameCube era.
Yeah.
Yeah, during 2005 and stuff. Before GameCube.
Yeah, that was the last time we saw Spyro was in 2005.
There better be a good story and make sense.
No, agreed.
I mean, of course, Spyro.
I'm hoping
If
they
you don't
go
have a
off
great story,
kind
then
of
they're
what
gonna
they go off
ruin it.
with the last Spyro game. Spyro wasn't a little child anymore. He was a bigger
He's an
dragon.
adult, yeah.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't say really an adult because the dragons in that universe are fucking huge.
Yep. 100%.
So I would say
What,
he
teenager?
was more of. I would say when you first meet Spyro, I would say he's a child.
yeah,
and
he's
then-
a young.
And then the last time we saw him, I would say he's probably a teenager. So I'm hoping we see him as a bigger dragon for this one, not.
Well,
as
I
a-
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
his character design is supposed to be small, so I mean, I
Yeah.
think at some point, I think it's just going to stay the way it is with the size.
Well, I think I don't think we've seen. I don't. Well, nothing that I've found. Like we don't have a title yet. All we know is that the game was announced.
I can
Right.
see he could possibly have like a transformation to where he transformations from like his small size into a larger dragon,
Didn't
like
they do
having
that in
that
one
as
of the
an
games?
ability.
That'd be
I
interesting.
don't remember.
I can't
I-
remember they did actually
I
did
don't
that during
know.
the game too. I think it was either before the 2005 game got released, or during the 2005 game when it got released. That they gave him the power from going from a small dragon to a big dragon, but back to a small dragon, basically.
I don't remember.
Man, it's been a minute. I haven't played that type of style game in a while.
Right? Yeah. I think I know they did make a Spyro series, but it was through Skylanders, which wasn't bad. The series wasn't bad. I didn't care for much for the game, but the series wasn't too bad.
I want a Spyro animated series. That's what
I
I
would
want.
love a Spyro animated
Didn't they
series
make one
and a
already?
Crash Bandicoot series.
Oh, that'd be dope. Yeah.
Yep,
That'd be
Crash
awesome.
Bandicoot 100% too.
And then they'd have to do a crossover because, like what they did with the games, they would have to do
Yep.
a Spyro Crash crossover. I think that'd be great.
That'd be
Crash Bandicoot and Spyro.
Right.
Crime together against forces of
Mhm.
evil.
But I'm
Oh.
excited. I don't even know what the title is or the storyline for this, but
Oh, I'm still super
Spyro.
pumped with it though. Like,
It's Spyro. I love Spyro.
Yeah.
Do we
Same
know
here.
the date of when this is supposed to release?
No, it's
Oh.
just been announced that it is happening, and
Mhm.
that's all we know.
Okay, I'll probably be keeping my eyes out during E3, which is soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Definitely
E3
keep an eye
coming
out
around
during
again?
E3.
Oh,
Yeah. It
We're
comes
almost
around
in
every year.
summertime. In the
Yeah.
summertime is when usually E3 is happening.
Alrighty
Yeah,
then.
it's about every year for an E3. So
All right. Well, I think that's going to go ahead and just do it about for us. So we have been the Snodacast. I've been your host, Bladshack56. I have been joined by my second in command, Diamond Assassin, a.k.a. Lewis.
Peace, everybody. Hope to see you in the Snowder Reel soon.
Of course.
Mhm.
And if you would like to know our, well, let me go ahead and wrap up intro or outros real quick. Of course, we're also joined by DJ Lionheart, aka Leon.
stay nerdy.
And for once, we didn't have that many issues with Gallows. Gallows, aka Thomas.
Pop, crackle, crackle, pop, pop.
Yeah. Just echo. Just
Gals is making Rice Krispies.
yeah.
Since we're on the outro, there's another news. You guys want to know what we have more opinions on the Last of Us series, the movie, the
Mhm.
TV show in itself. You guys can go to the Snowder Reels. I believe next week is when they're going to
This
be
upcoming
releasing.
Snowder Reels, which I know we did skip out a week entirely. We just kind of took a break. There was a lot of things going on. We kind of couldn't
Everybody
come
else's
together.
lives and stuff.
Everybody has lives, of course. And so we are going to be going straight back into it. We will have a Snowder Reels ready for you this upcoming Wednesday. And it is going to be our spoiler thoughts of the entire series of The Last of Us.
And we'll have a disclaimer before we even start talking. To
100%.
if you haven't watched it, go.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, can't wait. It's gonna be fun.
Oh, 100%.
Mhm.
Alrighty then. So, once again, we have been the Snodacast. I have been Black Chef 56, and we will see you all later.